Hindi pa ba mamamatay yung... Hindi pa ba mamamatay yung...
The session is called to order. May we request Congresswoman Stella Luz Kimbo to please lead the invocation.
Almighty and ever-living God, we adore and praise you for giving us another week to be of service to the Filipino people. It is you who have urged us to make prayers and intercessions for all people, for kings, and all who are in high positions, that we may lead a peaceful and quiet life, godly and dignified in every way. We come to you this afternoon to ask for your blessing so that peace and prosperity may reign in our beloved Philippines. While our country and the whole world suffer through violent calamities, epidemics, and man-made disasters, allow every member of this chamber to help the Filipino people surpass the trials that come along our way. Remind us, O God, of our sacred duty to love and to offer one's life for one another. As we discuss today the policies that aim to uplift the lives of our people, grant us wisdom and lead us to the path of progress. As we stand up today, for those who cannot speak for themselves, let us imitate your courage so that we may conquer evil together. As we decide on important issues today, strengthen our faculty of reason so that judge them wisely and well. Apart from you, O Lord, we can do nothing. We invoke your mercy on behalf of the Filipino people to fill this chamber with your presence. Allow us to enact laws that mirror your law of love, always selfless, always generous, always fair. Amen.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka masisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong baka, ay nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagtitigil, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng buwan, aming pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling ko. Aming ligaya dapat may mamahapin, magmamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to defer the calling of the roll.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Move to defer the approval of the journal.
Is there any objection? I hear none. The motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move to take up the reference of business and to have the Secretary General read the titles of the bills and resolutions on first reading and other communications to the House. So move, Mr. Speaker.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the reference of business.
Reference of business. Bills on first reading. House Bill number 6440, converting the Molave Extension Office of the LTO, located in Molave, Zamboanga del Sur, into a regular LTO district office. Representative Yu.
To the Committee on Transportation.
House Bill number 6449, strengthening the Commission on Higher Education. Representative Mark Go.
To the Committee on Higher Technical Education.
House Bill number 6450, imposing a moratorium on the open pit method of mining for copper, gold, silver, and complex ores in the Philippines. Representative Zarate, Brosas, Castro, Franz, and Ilago.
To the Committee on Natural Resources.
House Bill Number 6452, transferring the national government centers to General Nakar, Quezon Province. Representative Suarez Aleta, Enverga, Suarez David, and Villarasa Suarez.
To the Committee on Government Reorganization.
House Bill Number 6453, reorganizing and converting the Insurance Commission into a collegial body. Representative Villafuerte.
Committee on Economic Affairs.
House Bill Number 6454, liberalizing further the rice and corn industry. Representative Pimentel.
Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill Number 6455, enhancing the regional development councils. Representative Robes.
Committee on Local Government.
House Bill Number 6457, 6480, and 6494.
Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill Number 6453, establishing TESTA training and assessment centers in the municipality of Bayong, Guipos, Zamboanga del Sur. Representative Babasa.
Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill Number 6459, establishing the Agri-Fisheries High School in Dapitan City to be known as the Dapitan City Agri-Fishery High School. Representative Halushos.
Committee on Basic Education.
House Bill Number 6460, establishing the National High School in Santo Domingo proper, Bambang, Nueva Vizcaya to be known as Santo Domingo National High School. Representative Quaresma.
Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill Number 6461, reconstituting the 1st and 2nd District Engineering Offices in Nueva Vizcaya, province of the 3rd Engineering Offices. Representative Quaresma.
Committee on Public Works and Highways.
House Bill Number 6462, requiring personnel of the BFP to be certified first responders. Representative Campos.
Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill Number 6463, expanding the prohibition of discriminatory acts against women on account of sex. Representative Yap Eric Tulfo and Triduran.
Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill Number 6464, establishing specialty healthcare units attached to existing regional hospitals of the DOH. Representative Garinjani.
Committee on Health.
House Bill Number 6465, establishing a Philippine Science High School Bohol Campus. Representative Chato.
Committee on Science and Technology.
House Bill Number 6466, declaring September 22 of every year a special non-working holiday in Mondragon, Northern Samar, in commemoration of its founding anniversary. Representative Daza.
Committee on Local Government.
House Bill Number 6468, reducing food waste through food donations and food waste recycling. Representative D. Faustino Ino.
Committee on Food and Security.
House Bill Number 6469, prohibiting the sale, distribution, or promotion of junk foods and sugary drinks inside the premises and within 100 meters from the perimeter of public and private elementary and high schools. Representative D. Faustino Ino.
Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill Number 6471, expanding the coverage of Centenarians Act of 2016. Representative Villar.
Special Committee on Senior Citizens.
House Bill Number 6472, addressing food security concerns through integrating in structural gardens in primary and secondary school curricula and promoting the use of urban agriculture. Representative Villar.
Special Committee on Food and Security.
House Bill Number 6473, creating and establishing the Philippine High School for Sports. Representative Villar.
Committee on Basic Education and Culture and the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Bill Number 6474, providing mechanisms to reduce food waste and hunger through food donations and recycling. Representative Villar.
Special Committee on Food and Security.
House Bill Number 6475, converting the extension campuses of Don Honorio Ventura State University into satellite campuses in the municipality of Santa Rita, Florida, Blanca, Guagua, Lumbao, and Samulan, all in the province of Pampanga. Representative Macapagal Arroyo.
Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill Number 6476, promoting and supporting the development of creative industry. Representative Coangco.
Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill number 6477, strengthening and expanding the reproductive rights of women, providing for a national policy on home birth. Representative Nograles 1.
Committee on Health.
House Bill number 6478, amending RA number 10930, amending Section 23 of RA number 4136, as amended. Representative Robes.
Committee on Transportation.
House Bill number 6479, increasing the bed capacity of Hospital ng Palawan in Puerto Princesa, Palawan, from 100 beds to 400 beds. Representative Acosta.
Committee on Health.
House Bill number 6481, requiring the registration of the sale, transfer, or conveyance of motor vehicles with the LTO within 15 days from sale, transfer, or conveyance of the motor vehicle. Representative Sarmiento, Bustos, and De Jesus.
Committee on Transportation.
House Bill number 6482, increasing the penalties for criminal negligence involving motor vehicles. Representative Gico.
Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill number 6483 and 6484, converting certain high schools into national high schools in the province of Camarines Sur. Representative Fuentebella.
Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill number 6485, creating one additional branch of the RTC, 2nd Judicial Region, to be stationed in Cabangan, Isabela. Representative Albano.
Committee on Justice.
House Bill number 6486, exempting senior citizens from the payment of parking fees in all parking areas of private, commercial establishments nationwide. Representative Daton.
Special Committee on Senior Citizens.
House Bill number 6487, providing for the Magna Carta of Agricultural Development Workers. Representative Garin Janet.
Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill number 6488, codifying the alternative child care laws. Representative Garin Janet.
Committee on Welfare of Children.
House Bill number 6490, providing for the acquisition of material systems, facilities, integrated military systems, and services by the DND and its bureaus. Representative Villafuerte.
Committee on National Defense and Security.
House Bill number 6493, providing for a national health security. Representative Tan Angelina.
Committee on Health.
House Bill number 6495, regulating the imposition of parking fees of shopping malls, hotels, hospitals, and similar establishments. Representative Pineda, Romero, Taduran, and Tulfo.
Committee on Trade and Industry.
House Bill number 6500, converting Surigao del Sur State University in Surigao del Sur into Northern Eastern Mindanao State University. Representative Pichay.
Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill number 6501, institutionalizing the Regional Development Council. Representative Swansing Estrelita, De Losa Montalia, Angara, Macapagal Arroyo, Bondo, Coanco, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Conghud, Natividad Nagaño, Pancho, Robes, Roman, Silverio, Vergara, Villarica, and Violago.
Committee on Local Government.
House Bill number 6502, converting the Bulacan Agricultural State College in Bulacan into a state university to be known as the Bulacan State Agricultural University. Representative Silverio.
Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill number 6503 and 6504, declaring Magtayob Falls in Tiyotbo, Bato, Cavite as tourist destination in the municipality of Rizal, Palawan. Representative Abueg Zaldivar.
Committee on Tourism.
Resolution, House Resolution 761, expressing the sense of the House for the declaration of a national climate emergency. Representative Chato.
Special Committee on the Climate Change.
Communication, letters dated 24 February 2020 of Janice G. Aizonzales, Deputy Director, Office of the General Counsel and Legal Services, BSP, furnishing the House with duly certified and authenticated BSP issuances.
Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Committee reports, reports number 268 and 269 of the Committees on Public Works and Highways and Appropriations on House Bill numbers 6491 and 6492.
Committee on Rules.
Report number 270 of the Committees on Health, Appropriations, and Ways and Means on House Bill number 6496.
Committee on Rules.
Report number 7 271 and 273 of the Committees on Health and Appropriation on House Bill numbers 6497 to 6499.
Committee on Rules.
Report number 274 of the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 2397.
Committee on Rules.
Report number 275 of the Committees on Agrarian Reform and Appropriations on House Bill number 6505.
Committee on Rules.
Report number 276 of the Committees on Social Services, Appropriations, and Ways and Means on House Bill number 6506.
Committee on Rules.
Bills on first readings. House Bill number 6507, an act institutionalizing the task force against illicit trade of tobacco products, appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 288-A of Republic Act number 8424 as amended, otherwise known as the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997, and for other purposes. Representative Sevillano.
Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill number 6508, an act amending Section 129, 164, and 225 of Republic Act 8424 as amended, otherwise known as the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997, and for other purposes. Representative Sevillano.
Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill number 6509, an act protecting the rights of public utility bus drivers and conductors to be fixed monthly salary, secure and security of tenure, and self-organization, and providing for penalties for violations therefore. Representative Zarate and Gaite.
Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill number 6510, an act regulating the operations of parking facilities for all kinds of vehicles, providing the minimum requirements for such facilities, and prescribing penalties for violations thereof. Representative Romualdez Sieda and Romualdez Ferdinand.
Committee on Trade and Industry. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, today being a Monday and pursuant to our rules, I move that we open the privilege hour.
Is there any objection? I hear none, then the motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that the gentleman from the 3rd District of Camarines Sur, the Honorable Gabriel Bordado Jr., be recognized to avail of the privilege hour.
The Honorable Gabriel Bordado is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the whole world is caught up in the extraordinary disturbance that the rapid and widespread coronavirus disease 2019, otherwise known as COVID-19, has caused, infecting more than 102,000 people across 97 countries and territories, and resulting in almost 4,000 deaths. Here in the Philippines, we are bracing for the impact of the epidemic as more cases of the virus are uncovered and reported on our shores. To date, confirmed cases of COVID-19 have climbed up to 10, 2 of which classified as local transmission. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker, according to presidential spokesman Salvador Panelo, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte approved the recommendation to declare a state of public health emergency to safeguard the health of the Filipino public. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III, on the other hand, said that the declaration is preemptive to ensure that the national and local government and public and private health care providers can prepare for possible increase in suspected and confirmed cases. Mr. Speaker, While the government is now focused on COVID-19, we must never forget the menace which first struck us last year, the African swine fever. Although ASF does not have adverse effects on human health, it could possibly have a devastating impact on our economy. Mr. Speaker, according to the World Organization for Animal Health, the African swine fever is a highly contagious hemorrhagic viral disease of domestic and wild pigs. Infected swine could experience symptoms including high fever, loss of appetite, redness of the skin around the ears, legs, and abdomen, and could die within 6 to 13 days of infection. This virus spreads easily among the domestic and wild pigs through direct contact, contaminated feeds, and other materials used by the infected animals. The ASF, Mr. Speaker, has infected hogs from countries in Africa, Europe, and Asia. The Philippines joined the list of countries with hogs infected with ASF last July 2019, when the virus was found in pigs from the province of Rizal. Since then, Mr. Speaker, the virus has spread to numerous provinces in Central Luzon, Western Visayas, and even in Mindanao. The Department of Agriculture in the Bicol region has been putting measures in place, Mr. Speaker, to prevent the ASF from infecting hogs in the region. Unfortunately, despite all the preparation and efforts to prevent such outbreak, the region confirmed its first case of the ASF when pigs which died in Barangay Santo Domingo in Bombon, a town located in my district in Camarines Sur, tested positive for the virus. It spread quickly to the neighboring town of Calabanga and eventually, Mr. Speaker, to the city of Naga, where pigs from 2 other villages were confirmed to have been afflicted with the virus last March 1st, 2020. The Department of Agriculture, Mr. Speaker, imposed surveillance and restricted movement of hog farms and mandatory blood testing of pigs from farms within a 7-kilometer radius of the infected farms. Mandatory monitoring and reporting will also be required of farms and hog raisers within a 10-kilometer radius of the infected farms in an effort to stop the spread of the disease. Moreover, the transport and sale of pork and its byproducts were temporarily stalled. The Department of Agriculture is also providing affected pig owners 5,000 pesos per hog killed because of the virus, but they could only claim indemnification for a maximum of 20 pigs or 100,000 pesos. On March 3rd, 2020, Mr. Speaker, the city government of Naga put under a state of calamity the LGU following the rapid spread of the ASF in the area. This meant that the city could tap the local government's calamity fund to provide further financial assistance to hog raisers affected by the disease giving them another 1,000 pesos per hog, and raising the DA's assistance to 6,000 pesos. Mr. Speaker, it seems that with the whole world currently facing the COVID-19 epidemic, which is potentially lethal to infected humans and is continuously spreading at an alarmingly rapid pace, the confirmed cases of ASF in the country may sound to be almost non-threatening. However, Mr. Speaker, it is not time for us to pick which crisis is more pressing than the other, as both pose devastating consequences for the country. Mr. Speaker, I implore that we treat this outbreak with much importance. Local government units and other government agencies should constantly be vigilant in monitoring and keeping the entire swine industry in check in order to ensure that the disease is fully eradicated in the country. If left unchecked, Mr. Speaker, the damages to our economy and to our food security left in the wake of the outbreak of the ASF might just become irreversible. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the speech of Representative Bordado be referred to the Committee on Rules.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The speech of the Honorable Bordal is referred to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Speaker, before I move to recognize the next member to avail of the privilege hour, we'd like to acknowledge the guests of Representative Jeffrey Konghoon of the 1st District of Zambales. They are officers of the Municipal Federation of Senior Citizens Association of Subic Zambales, namely Rogelio de la Rosa, Lolita Ebue, Leonardina Abrigo, Rosalina Lizada, Jose Serrano, Silvia Kiskisan, Norma Felarca, Araceli Sanchez, Antonio Cavite, Gliceria Cañete, Eugenio de los Santos, Felicitas Valdez, Felipe Castillo, Gloria Hernandez, Angelina Dimalanta, Lina de la Rosa, Rosalinda Valdez, Corazon Soto, and Jojo Valdez.
The officers of the Municipal Federation of Senior Citizens Associations of Subic, Zambales, are welcome to the House of Representatives.
Mr. Speaker, the next to avail of the privilege are, I move that we recognize the gentle lady from the 5th District of Camarines Sur, the Honorable Jocelyn Fortuno, be recognized to avail of the privilege hour.
The Honorable Jocelyn Fortuno is recognized for her privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise on a matter of paramount national concern. Barely 7 months in this House of the People, I am already pressured by what my constituents are thinking about this politician's job. How would I measure up now that I went beyond my childhood dream to work and speak loudly in a noisy classroom occupied by innocent dreamers is indeed a great challenge to this humble representation. As a teacher by profession, I'm certainly aware that I'm truly blessed and fortunate enough to stand and to speak in this hallowed hall of Congress, surrounded by well-accomplished and highly esteemed public servants from different parts of our country. As I stand before you, Mr. Speaker, and my dear colleagues, I'm in anguish, just like every Bicolano teacher, because of the banner headline of the Philippine Daily Inquirer last February 17, 2020, which said, and I quote, 70,000 Bicol pupils cannot read. Secretary Leonor Briones, when interviewed, said, and I quote, the data was exaggerated as it was based in raw data that the DepEd precisely gathered to determine whether children at certain levels can read age-appropriate materials. She further said that it was a big insult to Bicolanos. Indeed, it was, Mr. Speaker. The effect of the report was like that of an intensity 7 earthquake, shaking the DepEd officialdom, the teachers, the parents, and all of us Bicolanos for that matter. Was the data really exaggerated? As a former member of the DepEd Bicol community, I took it upon myself to ferret out the truth. Mr. Speaker, this is what I found. The 70,000 non-readers as reported was a misconception. As validated by the education supervisors and school heads, the true figure is 20,000 students were struggling readers in English and 18,000 were struggling readers in Filipino. Struggling readers mean they failed in the expected reading comprehension level for the year level they are in. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I believe that this situation will also be more or less obtaining in the rest of the country. This could also be just the tip of the iceberg. Why am I bringing this sad state of the reading levels of many of our youth to our attention? As enshrined in our Constitution, the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels and shall take appropriate steps to make education accessible to all. This report about the proliferation of students whose reading skills are below their grade level expectation should be taken seriously and should not just be swept under the rug. This problem has far-reaching implications deep into our nation's future. Like the Titanic, this tip of the iceberg could be our undoing as a nation. Let us consider these facts, unearthed by a research study done in the United States about the education levels of the inmates. I would have preferred to present data in our own prison system, but found none. Over 60% of inmates in the U.S. prison system have reading skills at or below 4th grade. 85% of U.S. juveniles in prison are just functionally literate. 45% set of adults with extremely low reading skills live at or below the poverty line. 2/3 of students who reach the 4th grade without proficient reading skills end up in welfare or in prison. The message of these statistics is clear. Poor reading comprehension skills have been linked to poverty and crime. Developing strong reading comprehension skills is essential for a rich academic, professional, and personal life. Being able to derive meaning from the written word also enables students to develop intellectually, socially, and emotionally, something we all want for our youth, something we all want for our children. Mr. Speaker, more than anyone else, the teachers are very much aware of the importance of developing the reading skills of our youth. Those of us who are not so young now can testify that our teachers then succeeded in instilling in us love for reading, not only for our academic growth, but also reading for fun and entertainment. And so many of us can recite from memory immortal lines written by Shakespeare, and reread novels on the side on our own. Are the teachers of today then less competent than the teachers of long ago? My research along this line revealed two viable causes of the phenomenon facing the DepEd today. A study conducted by the NBDB, or the National Book Development Board, revealed that book reading among Filipino children is waning or declining. The consensus among experts is that social media, television, and the new lifestyle among the young have contributed to their waning interest in reading. The digital age is here, and it is affecting our youth. They are obsessed with phones and the online world. Books and other printed reading materials of today must compete for their attention. As early as 1994, an SZS and book critics, Van Burkerts, have seen that digitalization offered a never-ending candy store of sweet distractions, and these distractions pose a danger to not only reading, but would undermine a reader's ability to sustain deep concentration, to make the connections needed to discern meaning in narratives. This is what the reading teachers of today has to contend with. As a silver lining brought about by the news report, the teachers of Bicol take on the challenge by unleashing their creativity and innovativeness to come up with strategies which will make reading purposive and fun at the same time. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, all of us here are truly desirous to ensure that our educational system achieve its goals. As proof, education-related House bills ranked #1 in quantity, making the Committee on Basic Education and the Committee on Higher and Technical Education the busiest committees in the House. Aside from our legislative actions and appropriating funds thereof, let us put our feet where our mouth is, so to speak. Let us initiate reading projects as our #1 advocacy in our respective districts. Let us support the ongoing efforts of our teachers to use modern technology as an ally to capture the interest and motivation of students in the classroom. Another culprit in the decline of reading comprehension skills is nutrition-related issues. We all know that good nutrition during the early stages of life is critical for brain development, promoting cognitive development long into our adult years. Our teachers have long been calling attention to the fact that an estimated 7 million children across the Philippines suffer from serious malnutrition. This problem is largely driven by inadequate access to nutritious food, lack of nutrition education, as well as poor health services. It also severely hinders children's concentration and performance at school. As legislators, let us not only continue but intensify our advocacy to bring food to the table of every Filipino household. More than ever, let us do what we can to bring more effective livelihood programs and campaign for the planting of more vegetables, fruit trees, and to encourage our people to make our living spaces green. The digital age and our malnutrition problems are impacting the reading levels of our students. It is not in our nature as Filipinos to just give up and do nothing. We are a resilient race, aren't we? We do accept that education is our collective responsibility. Since figures don't lie, according to Mark Twain, the big number of struggling readers in our public school is a literacy issue which must not be taken lightly. The grave importance of this matter may be summed up in the undying words of the former Secretary General Kofi Annan of the United Nations, and I quote, "Literacy is a bridge from misery to hope. It is a tool for daily life in modern society. It is a bulwark against poverty and a building block of development, an essential complement to investments in roads, dams, clinics, and factories. Literacy is, finally, the road to human progress and the means through which every man, woman, and child can realize his or her full potential." Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Fortuno to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there any objection? Chair is none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other members on the floor who wish to avail of the privilege hour, I move that we terminate the privilege hour.
Any objection? Chair is none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we call the roll of members.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Secretary General will please call the roll of members.
Roll call of members. Honorable Representatives. Abante. Abaya. Abellanosa. Abu. Abueg Zaldivar. Abunda. Acop. Acosta. Acosta Alba. Adjong. Advincula. Agabas. Agaraw. Aglipay. Aguinaldo. Albano. Almario. Alonte. Alvarez Franz. Alvarez Genaro. Alvarez Pantaleon. Amante Matba. Amatong. Andaya. Angara. Aragones. Arbison. Arenas. Arroyo. Atienza. Mentado. Babasa. Bagatsing. Balindong. Banyas Nograles. Barba. Barbers. Baronda. Berzaga. Baskug. Bautista. Bautista Bandigan. Belmonte. Benitez. Bernos. Biason. Billones. Biron. Julilla. Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Rosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatpat, Kabuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Cayetano Alan Peter Compañero, Cayetano Maria Laarni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Ko Angelica, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Wangko, Colyantes, Risologo, Cuwa, Quaresma, Cueva, Kulyamat, Tagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Loso Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Ria, Fariñas Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Frere Juliet, Frere Luis, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuente Bella, Caite, Garbin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Kiko, Gullas, Guya, Aresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halushos, Javier, Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liachon, Legarda, Lim, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Mangundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Naganyo, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malanyaon, Waminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega Pablo, Juan Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Yeda Marie, Romulo, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sangkopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Sabeliano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, C. Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tiangco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutor, T. Alan T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Nabia Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Val Mayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Brother Eddie, Villanueva, Noel, Villar, Villarreal Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate, Zubiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 224 members responded to the call.
With 224 members present, including those who are deemed present in accordance with the rules, specifically those attending committee meetings as authorized by the Committee on Rules, 22, attending the Commission on Appointments meeting, 8, on official business, 5, the Chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 6430 as contained in Committee Report number 250, and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measure.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of House Bill 6430.
House Bill 6430, an act providing for the reinvestment framework for real estate investment trust sponsors, amending Section 3, 8, and 9 of Republic Act Number 9856, otherwise known as the Real Estate Investment Trust Act of 2009.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the parliamentary status is that we are now in the period of sponsorship and debate. And amendments. And there being no other member who wishes to interpolate the sponsor, I now move, Mr. Speaker, that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby terminated.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there an objection? The Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby terminated.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we vote on second reading, approve on second reading House Bill number 6430.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. As many as are in favor of House Bill 6430, say aye.
Aye.
As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6430 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now consider on second reading House Bill number 5083 as contained in Committee Report number 198, and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measure.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of House Bill 5083.
5083.
House Bill number 5083, an act providing for the restructuring and condonation of unpaid interest, penalties, and surcharges on loans secured by farmers, fisherfolk, and agrarian reform beneficiaries from the Department of Agrarian Reform, the Department of Agriculture, the People's Credit and Finance Corporation, the Cooperative Development Authority, the National Food Authority, and the Kedan and Rural Credit Guarantee Corporation.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the parliamentary status is that we are in the period of sponsorship and debate, and there being no other member who wishes to interpolate the sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby terminated.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, there being neither committee nor individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Any objection? The Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 5083.
Any objection? Chair hears none. As many as are in favor of House Bill 5083, say aye.
Aye.
As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 5083 is approved on second reading.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
before we proceed to other measures, we'd like to acknowledge the guests of Representative John Reynald Tiangco of the Lone District of Navotas City. They are guests from the City Council of Navotas City, led by Vice Mayor Clint Geronimo and his wife, Nezrin Geronimo. And we also have City Councilors Jack Santiago, Julia Monroy, R.V. Vicencio, Tarok Manyo, Miggy Naval, C.J. Santos, Neil Cruz, Dondon de Guzman, Arnel Lupisan, Tito Sanchez, and former Councilor Steve Naval.
The City Council of Navotas City, headed by the presiding officer, guests of the Honorable Tiangco are recognized. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now consider on second reading House Bill number 5855 as contained in Committee Report 153, and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measure.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of the measure.
House Bill number 5855, an act establishing the 2nd District Engineering Office in the Municipality of Compostela, Province of Compostela Valley, and appropriating funds therefor.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the parliamentary status is that we previously reconsidered this measure's approval on second reading to propose for us to introduce perfecting amendments. For the purpose, Mr. Speaker, I now move that we recognize the Chairman of the Committee on Public Works and Highways, Representative Leandro Jesus Madrona, to receive amendments to the measure.
The Honorable Madrona is recognized to consider amendments to the measure.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now open the period of amendments.
Any objection? Chair is none. The period of amendments is hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize Representative Onyx Crisologo for his chance to propose amendments to the measure.
The Honorable Crisologo is recognized to propose amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There is an amendment to the proposed measure on Section 1, Line 4, between the articles of and to replace the words Compostela Valley with Davao de Oro. Thereafter, replace all references to Compostela Valley in Section 2, Line 9, Section 3, Line 12, and Line 1 of page 2 with Davao de Oro. And the title of the bill shall now be read as follows. An act establishing the 2nd District Engineering Office in the Municipality of Compostela, Province of Davao de Oro, and appropriating funds thereof. These amendments were introduced by Representative Manuel Y. Curat y Zamoro. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
What say the sponsor?
Yes, accepted, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the majority concurs with the amendment, and we move that the same be approved.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The amendment is carried. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to propose individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby closed.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 5855.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. As many as are in favor of House Bill 5855 say aye.
Aye.
As many as are against say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 5855 is approved on second reading.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we consider second reading House Bill number 6137 as contained in Committee Report 213, and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of the measure.
House Bill number 6137, an act encouraging corporate social responsibility, providing incentives therefor.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, to sponsor the measure, I move that we recognize the author, Representative Juan Miguel Macapagal Arroyo.
The Honorable Macapagal Arroyo is hereby recognized for his sponsorship speech.
Mr. Speaker, the aim of the CSR bill, or the Corporate Social Responsibility Bill, House Bill number 1198, is basically to spread out what is allowed by law to make things to make things more conducive to the businessman to give out their donations to the public. They will do this, Mr. Speaker, will do this by spreading out the menu for what is allowed to be tax deductible, basically. Mr. Speaker, we encourage everyone in society that money is not everything, that they should give also to the community what the others deserve. In other words, Mr. Speaker, we want to make life for our neighbors a little better. With that, Mr. Speaker, I move that my comments are put down as my sponsorship speech, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate the sponsor, I now move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee
Mr.
amendment,
Speaker,
I move that we proceed to individual amendment.
Mr. Speaker, an individual amendment which has been accepted by the author and the committee is that we include as item J, after disaster relief and assistance, socialized and low-cost housing, Mr. Speaker. Furthermore, may we add, after the items...
With apologies to the sponsor, the session is suspended.
Ito.
Session is resumed.
Mr. Speaker, for his chance to propose individual amendments to the measure, I move that we recognize Representative Wes Gatchalian.
The Honorable Gatchalian is recognized to propose amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Would like to propose an amendment to Section 3, letter J of the proposed House Bill 6137, which reads, all business organizations are allowed to donate products and services under their CSR-related activities for disaster relief and assistance in accordance with the regulations to be issued by the appropriate government agency. All existing laws and regulations restricting or prohibiting the right of local government units under a state of calamity and or during a national emergency to solicit or accept any donation of products and services under the CSR-related activities for disaster relief and assistance of a business organization are hereby amended. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
What does the sponsor say?
Mr. Speaker, the proposed amendments are very well taken and are gladly accepted, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the majority concurs, and we move that the amendment be accepted.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The amendment is carried.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to propose individual amendments, I move that we now close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments hereby closed.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 6137 as amended.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. As many as are in favor of House Bill 6137 as amended, say aye.
Aye.
As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6137 as amended is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 6139 as contained in Committee Report 214 and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measure.
Any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of the measure.
House Bill number 6139, an act institutionalizing and enhancing the role of parent, teacher, and community associations in promoting the welfare and protecting the rights of children, amending for the purpose Presidential Decree number 603, otherwise known as the Child and Youth Welfare Code.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the explanatory note of the measure be inserted into our records and adopted as a sponsorship speech on the measure.
Objection? Chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate on the measure, I move that we now terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments hereby open.
Mr. Speaker, there being neither committee nor individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments hereby closed.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 6139.
Any objection? Chair hears none. As many as are in favor of House Bill 6139, say aye. As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6139 is approved on second reading.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 6095 as contained in Committee Report 208 and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the measure.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General will please read the title of the measure.
House Bill number 6095, an act increasing the amount of authorized election campaign expenses of candidates and political parties, amending for the purpose Section 13 of Republic Act number 7166, entitled An Act Providing for Synchronized National and Local Elections for the Electoral Reforms, authorizing appropriations therefore and other purposes.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate and recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms, Representative Juliet Ferrer, to sponsor the measure.
Any objection? The chairman of the Committee on Suffrage, the Honorable Ferrer, is hereby recognized for her sponsorship speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To my dear colleagues in this August chamber, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Increasing the amount of authorized election campaign expenses of candidates and political parties will be more realistic and has to be institutionalized as soon as possible time. It has already been almost 3 decades, or on November 26, 1991, when Republic Act number 7166 was enacted into law, and the amounts therein are now outdated and no longer responsive to the current times. House Bills number 6095, entitled An Act Increasing the Amount of Authorized Election Campaign Expenses of Candidates and Political Parties, amending for the purpose Section 13 of Republic Act number 7166, entitled An Act Providing for Synchronized National and Local Elections and for Electoral Reforms, authorizing appropriations therefore and for other purposes, mandates that the authorized expense for presidential, vice presidential, and senatorial candidates shall be 50 pesos for every voter. For other candidates, the authorized expense is 30 pesos for every voter currently registered in the constituency where the candidate is seeking to be elected. It further provides that the authorized expenses for political parties are 50 pesos for national candidates and 30 pesos for local candidates. It also mandates the Commission on Elections, in consultation with the Bangko Sentral of the ng Pilipinas, the National Economic and Development Authority, and the Philippine Statistics Authority to adjust the amount of authorized election campaign expenses every 6 years based on the current inflation rate and consumer price index. We hope that this proposal gets approval by the plenary smoothly and without delay. Thank you and good afternoon.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the lady from Gabriela Party List, Representative Arlene Brosas, to interpellate the sponsor.
The Honorable Brosas is recognized for interpellation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Miss Sponsor, will the good sponsor yield to a few questions?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Konti lang po na mga tanong. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker and to the sponsor, magkano po yung idadagdag? From magkano sa anong kandidato at may variation po ba kung magkano sa bawat kandidato?
For the President and Vice President, from 10 pesos to 50 pesos. For the other candidates, from 3 pesos to 30 pesos. For political parties, from 5 pesos to 50 for national candidates and 30 for local candidates.
Mr. Speaker, to the sponsor, kapag nagdagdag na ba ng nagdagdag tayo ng spending para sa eleksyon, magagaranti po ba dito na wala nang mag-overspending when in fact, alam po natin na napakalaki nga ng mga overspending, lalong-lalo na sa advertisements ng presidente saka ng iba pang mga kandidato ng nakaraan, Mr. Speaker, sa ating sponsor.
Mr. Speaker, I cannot speak for all the candidates who will be running. But the increase in the amounts will at least make it more realistic the times. What is 3 pesos now? We can't even buy a bottle of mineral water with 3 pesos.
So, Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor, hindi po ito garantiya na hindi pa rin magkakaroon ng dayaan sa susunod na eleksyon kung magkakaroon pa rin ng overspending. Because, Mr. Speaker, to the sponsor, alam naman po natin na hindi nito maipapantay yung playing field. Dahil alam natin na maraming mga rich politicians ang siyang matutuwa dito. Paano po ang mga kandidato na mahihirap o hindi nila kayang mag-spend ng ganun kalaki, Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor?
Mr. Speaker, this just provides for a ceiling or a maximum amount of spending. There is, of course, no guarantee that there won't be overspending. As regards to the question of whether it will favor only those who can afford, we have seen in the past elections that the rich not necessarily win. Even the poor can win an election because it's an election. Voters now look at the candidates not only because of their financial standing or how much they spend, but the voters now are very educated and they now vote for those who they believe are worthy of winning the elections, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor, naiintindihan po natin na meron naman talagang mga sumasali sa eleksyon na nananalo kahit na alam natin na wala silang ganong vast resources. But for reasons na sa kanilang prinsipyo nananalo pa rin sila, katulad po namin, kahit wala kaming ganon kalaking resources, alam natin na the people, yung mga tao po na nakakaunawa kung ano ang ipinaglalaban ng ibang mga sektor sa atin ay talaga namang okay po yan. Ang gusto lang po natin malaman, yung ganito pong pagtataas ng spending limit, hindi ba magre-result ito sa mas lalong expensive na election? Na yun naman talaga yung katangian ngayon. So, Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor, paki-explain po na bakit natin itataas itong spending limit kung ang mas marami sa mga politicians ay may kakayanan na mag-spend ng mag-spend. At hindi ba discriminatory ito sa mga walang kakayanan o sa mga mahihirap? Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor.
Mr. Speaker, if we look at the increases, it's not very big considering that it has been 30 years since the amounts have been the same, and the proposed increases are not that big considering the time that has gone by. With regards to those who are running, who cannot afford to run, I think we should have faith in our voters. We have seen this in the past few elections that money is not the only object, or it's not the reason why voters elect their leaders, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor, dito po sa ginawa natin na pagpapataas ng spending limit, it is all about money. It is about, itataas natin from 10 pesos to 50, 10 to 50, it's about 3 pesos to 5 pesos yung pagtaas. It's about money. And exactly, yun po yung tanong ng kinatawan na ito. Na ang usapin po ng eleksyon sa atin ay tungkol sa pera. That is why ginagawa natin to. Hindi sa pagkakaroon ng standard, hindi pa doon sa pagkakaroon ng standard, but primarily dahil itataas natin precisely yung spending limit dahil ang katunayan, sobra-sobra ang ginagamit or inispend ng mga politicians for the elections na dapat nga ay hindi. Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor.
Precisely, Mr. Speaker, we are trying to adjust the limits so that it will be more realistic to the times. 3 pesos, 10 pesos, that won't even buy you a bottle of water at this time. So we were just trying to be more realistic so that the candidates, when they file their statement of expenditures, they have a more realistic limit or leeway, authorized campaign expenditures, Mr. Speaker.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Speaker, to the good sponsor. Tatlo lang po yung tanong ko. Unang-una, sa overspending na nangyayari ngayon, mapaprevent ba yon? Wala pang magiging dayaan or overspending after ng pagpasa nito. And second, magiging expensive. Anong implication nito? Mas lalong magiging expensive yung election natin. Pangatlo, discrimination po sa mga mahihirap na kandidato dahil itinaas natin at yung iba ay hindi naman nila kakayanin. At alam nyo po na very few ang nananalo ng mga mahihirap nating kandidato. Kahit po sa statistics natin yan tingnan, ang mga nananalo ay yung may mga pera. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Speaker. And to the good sponsor, thank you very much for indulging me.
Thank you.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to interpolate our sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved and the period of interpellations is closed.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being neither committee nor individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendments is closed.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 6095.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. There is a motion to approve House Bill 6095. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6095 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Yes, boss. Pang-apat na to. Pang-six na to.
Mr. Speaker, in behalf of the majority, I move that we nominate and elect the following members to the following committees. For the Committee on Public Information, as chairperson, we have Congressman Joseph Jojo Pulsar Lara and Vice Kong Ron Salo. I move that we nominate for chairperson Kong Joseph Jojo Pulsar Lara, Vice Kong Ron Salo, and as Vice Chairman, Kong Ron Salo. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The representatives named are so elected.
For the Committee on Interparliamentary Relations and Diplomacy, Congresswoman Maria Lucille Nava as member. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The members so nominated are so elected. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on third reading House Bill number 6489 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure and call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of the measure and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6489, an act converting and expanding the Leyte Industrial Development Estate into the Leyte Ecological Industrial Zone, creating for the purpose the Leyte Ecological Industrial Zone Authority and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members for consideration of House Bill 6489. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abueg Zaldivar, Abunda, Ako, Acosta Alba, Jong, Vincula, Abas, Agaraw, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Matong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Comentado, Babasa, Bakatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Bersaga, Baskug, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Piron, Lilia, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Bat, Kabuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Estelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Mariela Arnie, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Cuanco, Collantes, Crisologo, Cuwa, Quaresma, Cueva, Yamat, Dagoo, Dalipe, Talog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Loso Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Cleo, Lago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Ria, Fariñas, Rudy Caesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Frere Juliet, Frere Luis, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Pablo John, Garcia, Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Jaresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halushos, Javier, Jimenez, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lasatin, Diachon, Ligarda, Lim, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Naganyo, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malanyaon, Huaminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rimulya, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sangcopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savellano, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Aleta, Suarez, David, Suntay, C. Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves, Arnulfo, Teves, Jose, Kianco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Tutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali, Maria Victoria, Nabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Val Mayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villa Fuerte, Villanueva Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Yolago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Huaycorat, Zarate Zubiri.
With 234 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill 6489 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we'd like to recognize the following guests from guests of Majority Leader, Honorable Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, Tingog Siniringan, Party List Representative Honorable Yeda Marie K. Romualdez, and 6th District Representative of Cebu, Honorable Emery Lollipop Cuano Tizon. They are from the JCI Metro Cebu Uptown, President Benjo Labuca, BOD External Joshua Dizon, VP Internal Ray Ralota, and Member Ramon Veloso.
Okay, members of the JCI Metro Cebu Uptown are welcome into the House of Representatives. Thank you for your visit. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on third reading House Bill number 6365 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6365 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6365, an upgrading the Siargao District Hospital in the municipality of Dapa, province of Siargao del Norte, into a Level 2 General Hospital to be known as the Siargao Island Medical Center, increasing its bed capacity, upgrading its professional healthcare services and facilities, authorizing the increase of its medical personnel, and appropriating funds therefor. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 6365. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabas, Agarao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Hinaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbizon, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas, Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascog, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Vernos, Biazon, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabutchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Pedinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Maria Larni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Co Juanco, Colliantes, Cresologo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Culyamat, Dagook, Dalipid, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Los Montalia, Dimapuro Abdullah, Dimapuro Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Postino Ino, Di Postino Michael, Di Ian Fall, Ebcas, Ecleo, Elago, Inverga, Irise, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas Rias Cristina, Fariñas Rudis Zizar, Fernandez, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentevilla, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Pablo Chan, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Jaron, Gasataya, Gatsalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Neftali, Gonzales Carlo, Goreseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halosos, Javier Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lakson, Laksonuel, Lagman, Lagun, Lara, Lazatin, Yetchon, Ligarda, Lim, Lim Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Lesotan, Macapagalaroy, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marculeta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino Marquez, Martinez, Matpa, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Cherico, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Núñez Malañao, Waminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Roni, Ortega Pablo, Juan Dison, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand, Romualdez Yeda, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sacaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo Sánchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulog, Savillano, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Aliza, Tan Angelina, Tan Samir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherny, Tejada, Tevez Arnolfo, Tevez Jose, Chanco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Tutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Oy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva Eduardo, Villanueva Noel, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikurat, Zarate, Subiri.
With 236 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill 6365 is approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on third reading House Bill number 6404 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure and call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved. And the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6404 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill number 6404, an act establishing a technical education and skills development authority training and assessment center in Quezon City, to be known as the Quezon City TESDA Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill number 6404. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabasa, Garao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Senaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Barscoog, Bautista, Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulat, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabutyan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Fedenil, Cayetano, Alan Peter, Cayetano, Maria Laarni, Celeste Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co, Angelica, Co, Elizalde, Coanco, Colyantes, Crisologo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Colyamat, Dago, Ocdalipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus de Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Delmar de los Santos de los Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo, Muhammad Khalid, Duavit Dohali Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas Ecleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Fariñas, Ria, Fariñas, Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Fer Juliet, Fer Luis, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Frasco, Puentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Pablo Jan, Garcia, Vincent, Garin, Janet, Garin, Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Herongo, Edgo, Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Aurelio Dong, Gonzales, Neptali, Gonzales, Carlo, Groseta, Kiko, Gullas, Guya, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halosos, Javier, Halosos, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Konghun Labad-Labad, Lacson Noel, Lagman Lagon, Lara Lasatin, Liechon, Largarda Limlim, Kaichong Lopez, Leola, Lusotan, Makapag-Alaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malañao, Waminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Roni, Ortega, Juano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padjernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Sheda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savillano, Sao Silverio, Singson, Singsong Miyan, Sinsuwan, Swansing Estrita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay C. Alvarado, Taduran Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tiangco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutorti, Alan T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano Valmayor Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villaras Suarez, Villarica Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu Zamora, Ronaldo Zamora, Waikorat, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 236 in favor, 0 opposed, and 0 abstentions, House Bill 6404 is approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on third reading House Bill number 6333 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure. Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the said motion and I move to suspend.
Session suspended. Session resumes. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the omnibus consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6333 and 6363, both local bills declaring holidays, and direct the Secretary General to read the title of both measures and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read both measures, the title of both measures, and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6333, an act commemorating the cityhood of San Jose del Monte, province of Bulacan, through the annual celebration of the Tanglawan Festival on the occasion of its foundation day on September 10, amending for the purpose Republic Act number 9750. House Bill 6363, an act declaring July 2 of every year a special non-working holiday in Pasig City to be known as the Anniversary Day of Pasig City. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill numbers 6333 and 6363. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabas, Agaraw, Agdipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Fantalion, Amante Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Gargones, Arbison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagaching, Balindong, Banyas Nocurales, Barba, Barbers, Barondo, Barsaga, Bascog, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Vernos, Biason, Billones, Veron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campus Canama, Caugdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Pedinil, Cayetano, Alan Peter, Cayetano Maria Larnit, Celesto, Chato, Chipeco, Changalao, ko Angelica, ko Elizalde, ko Hanko, Colliantes, Crisologo, Cuba, Quaresma, Cueva, Culiamat, Dogo, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus de Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar de los Santos, Dinoso Montalia, Dimapor Abdullah, Dimapor Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Postino Inid, Ino, Di Postino Michael, Di Ian Fall, Ebka Secleo, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buay, Escudero, Espina, Estrella, Pariñas Reyes, Cristina, Pariñas Rudes, Cesar, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fentevella, Gaite, Garvin, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Jose Pablo, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gachelan, Gato, Heron, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio Don, Gonzales Neftali, Gonzales Carlo, Goreseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Carrasco, Ataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Los Hos, Javier, Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kung Labad, Lakson, Noel, Lagban, Lagon, Lara, Lasatin, Yechon, Ricarda, Limling, Kaychon, Lopez, Loyola, Lusotan, Macapaglaro, Maceta, Madrono, Malapitan, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marculeta, Mariano Hernandez, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matma, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Niños Malañao, Noaminal, Olivares, On José, On Ronnie, Ortega, Juan Dizon, Pacquiao, Alberto Pacquiao, Rogelio, Padquiernos, Patuano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Ratasa, Ramírez Sato, Ramos, Remulio, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Sieta, Romualdo, Rómulo, Rojas, Sagdalan, Sagarbaria, Sacalduran, Salceda, Salimba, Gonzalo, Sánchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulón, Sabeliano, Xiao, Silveres, Sinson, Mijan, Sensúa, Swansing, Estrelleta, Swansing, Horacio, Suárez, Aleta, Suárez, David, Suntay, Si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Eliza, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Sherry, Tan Sherny, Tejada, Tebes Arnoldo, Tebes Jose, Chanco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutoro, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Orlando, Valeriano, Balmayor, Vargas, Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villaferta, Villanueva, Eduardo, Villanueva, Noel, Villar, Villar Suárez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Ronaldo, Zamora, Waikurat, Zarate, Subiri.
With 236 in favor, 0 opposed, and 0 abstentions, House Bills 6333 and 6363 are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on third reading House Bill number 5887 and ask the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 5887 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 5887, an act providing for the construction of an undersea tunnel or bridge from Cebu City to the municipality of Cordova and the coastal road expressway to the Mactan, Cebu International Airport and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 5887. Abante, Abaya, Abellanosa, Abu, Abugzaldevar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agabasa, Garao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Senaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Matba, Matong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Albizon, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas, Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Bersaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bendigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Boliones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Capuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Kawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro, France, Castro, Fredinil, Cayetano, Alan Peter, Cayetano, Maria Larni, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalauco, Angelica, Colizaldi, Cuanco, Colyantes, Crisologo, Cuba, Quaresma, Cueva, Colyamat, Dagoo, Dalipe, Dalog, Gatol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar de los Santos, De los Montal, De Vapor Abdullah, De Vapor Muhammad Khalid, Duavit Dohali, Duterte, D. Faustino, Ina, D. Faustino, Michael III, D. Ian Paul, Ebca Secleo, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Farinas Ria, Farinas Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Fer Juliet, Fer Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fetebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Pablo Jan, Garcia, Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Cristal, Gatchalian, Gato, Herongo, Edgo, Mark Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Don Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Groseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Heresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halus, Hos, Javier Jimenez, Co, Elisa, Co, Wilton, Konghun, Labad, Labad, Lacson, Lacson, Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lasatin, Liachon, Legardo, Limlem, Kaichong, Lopez, Loyola, Lusotan, Makapagal, Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad, Nagan, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez, Malañaon, Juaminal, Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Roni, Ortega, Oano Dizon, Pacquiao, Alberto, Pacquiao, Rogelio, Padjernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand Romualdez, Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagar Barriel, Sakaluran, Salcedo, Salimbang, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savillano, Xiao Silverio, Singson, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sharni, Tejada, Teves Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Tianco, Tolentino, Torres, Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Chutorti, Alan T. Diego, Umali Alfonso, Umali Maria Victoria, Unabia Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco Veloso, Vergara Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Brother Eddie, Villanueva Noel, Villar, Villaras Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap, Eric Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate Zubiri.
With 237 in favor, none opposed, and no abstentions, House Bill 5887 is approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the omnibus consideration and third reading of House Bill number 6373 and 6374. We ask the Secretary General to read the title of the said measures and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of both measures and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6373, anak renewing for another 25 years the franchise granted to Tandag Electric and Telephone Company Incorporated under Republic Act Number 8715 entitled Anak granting the Tandag Electric and Telephone Company Incorporated a franchise to construct, establish, install, maintain, and operate local exchange network in the province of Surigao del Sur. House Bill 6374, anak renewing for another 25 years the franchise granted to Caceres Broadcasting Corporation under Republic Act Number 8106 entitled Anak granting Caceres Broadcasting Corporation a franchise to construct, install, operate, and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations in the island of Luzon and for other purposes. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill numbers 6373 and 6374. Abante, Abaya, Villanosa, Abo, Abueg Saldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabas, Agaraw, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Genaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amanti Matba, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Aragona, Sabison, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Aumentado, Babasa, Bagaching, Balindong, Banyas, Nogrades, Barbara Berbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascog, Bautista, Bautista Bandigan, Belmonto, Benitez, Vernos, Biason, Villones, Veron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot, Bustos, Kabatbat, Kabuchan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Cahutan, Cari, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Pedinil, Cayetano, Alan Peter, Cayetano, Maria Larne, Celeste, Chato, Chipeco, Chungalao, Co Angelica, Co Elizalde, Co Juanco, Coliantes, Crisólogo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, Culiamat, Dagog, Delipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus de Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Del Mar, Los Santos, de los Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dobit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Postino Ino, Di Postino Michael, Di Ian Paul, Ebka, Sicleo, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Eriguera, Remite Buhain, Scudero, Espina, Espino, Australia, Fariñas Riel Cristina, Fariñas Rudes Zizar, Fernandez Fernando, Juliet Ferrer, Ferrer Luis, Flores Fortuno, Frasco, Fentevilla, Gaiti, Garbin, Garcia Enrique, Garcia Pablo Chan, Garcia Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go Ed, Go Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio Don, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Carlo, Goroseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Carrasco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hopper, Alosos, Javier Jimenez, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad Labad, Lakson, Lakson Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liechon, Ligarda, Lim, Lim Kaichon, Lopez, Loyola, Losotan, Macapaglare, Maceda, Madrono, Malapita, Manangawa, Mangudadato, Norculete, Mariano Hernandez, Mariño, Martes, Martinez, Matma, Matucas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mumu, Natividad, Nagaño, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Jericho, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Núñez Malañano, Aminal, Olivares, On José, On Roni, Ortega, Oañudizan, Pajeo, Alberto, Pajeo, Rogelio, Padiernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Peneda, Plaza, Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Sieta, Romualdo, Rómulo, Rojas, Actalen, Sagarbaria, Sajulan, Salceda, Salimbán, Gonzalo Sánchez, San Copan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulog, Sabeliano, Xiao, Silvera, Sinson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio Suarez, Aleta, Suarez David, Suntay, Si Alvarado, Taduran, Talyado, Tan Bunting, Tan Araiza, Tan Angelina, Tan Samir, Tan Sherry, Tan Sherny, Tijada, Tevez Arnolfo, Tevez Jose, Chanco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Jutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Omari Alfonso, Olmari Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva Eduardo, Villanueva Noel, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Biolago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Guaycurat, Zárate, Subiri.
With 238 members in favor, none opposed, and no abstentions, House Bill 6373 and 6374 are approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the omnibus consideration on third reading of House Bill number 875 and 443. We ask the Secretary General to read the title of both measures and call the roll for nominal voting. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of both measures and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 875, an act providing for the improvement, rehabilitation, and modernization of the Navotas Fish Port Complex. House Bill 4443, an act establishing a fish port in Barangay Mascaracas in the city of Puerto Princesa and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 875 and House Bill 4443. Abante, Abaya, Bellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Zaldivar, Abunda, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabasa, Garao, Aglipay, Aguinaldo, Albano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez, France, Alvarez Sinaro, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante Matba, Matong, Andaya, Angara, Aragones, Albizon, Arenas, Arroyo, Atienza, Mentado, Babasa, Bagatsing, Balindong, Banyas, Nograles, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Bersaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bendigan, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulat, Bustos, Kabat, Cabochan, Cabredo, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cawagdan, Cari, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Cayetano Alan Peter, Cayetano Mariela Arni, Celeste Chato Chipeco, Chungalauco, Angelica Co, Elizalde Cuanco, Colyantes Cruzologo, Cuba Quaresma, Cueva, Colyamat, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor Lawrence, Defensor Michael, Delmar de los Santos, De los Montalya, De Vaporo, Abdullah, De Vaporo, Muhammad, Khalid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Faustino, Ino, Di Faustino, Michael, III, D. Ian Paul, Ebcas, Ecleo, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buayan, Escudero, Espina, Estrella, Fariñas, Ria, Fariñas, Rudy Cesar, Fernandez, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer, Luis, Flores, Fortuno, Frasco, Fuentebella, Gaite, Garbin, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Pablo Jan, Garcia, Vincent, Garin Janet, Garin Sharon, Gasitaya, Gatchalian, Gato, Heron, Go, Ed, Go, Mark, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Aurelio Dong, Gonzales, Neptali Gonzales, Carlo, Groseta, Gico, Gullas, Guya, Aresco, Ataman, Hernandez, Herrera, D. Hofer, Halus Hos, Javier Jimenez, Co. Elisa, Co. Wilton, Konghun, Labad, Laxon, Noel, Lagman, Lagon, Lara, Lazatin, Liechon, Ligarda, Limlem, Kaichong, Lopez Loyola, Losotad, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangawang, Magundadato, Marcoleta, Mariano Hernandez, Marino Marquez, Martinez, Matba, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Momo, Natividad Naganyo, Nava Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Jerko, Nograles, Juan Fidel, Nolasco, Nunez Malañao, Waminalo Olivares, Ong Jose, Ong Ronnie, Ortega, Oano Dizon, Pacquiao Alberto, Pacquiao Rogelio, Padjernos, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panotes, Peña, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza Puno, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Remulla, Revilla, Reyes, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand, Romualdez, Sieda, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagar Barrias, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Sanchez, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Saulug, Savellano, Xiao Silverio, Singson, Singson Mihan, Sinsuat, Swansing Estridas, Swansing Horacio Suarez, Aleta Suarez, David Suntay, si Alvarado, Taduran Talyado, Tambunting, Tan Alisa, Tan Angelina, Tan Shamir, Tan Shari, Tan Sharni, Teada Teves, Arnulfo Teves, Jose, Tianco, Tolentino, Torres Gomez, Tulfo, Tupas, Shutor, T. Alan, T. Diego, Umali, Alfonso, Umali, Maria Victoria, Unabia, Ungab, Uy, Juliet, Uy, Rolando, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas, Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Brother Eddie, Villanueva, Noel, Villar, Villaras, Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Eric, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Ronaldo, Zamora Waikorat, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 238 in favor, none opposed, and no abstentions, House Bill 875 and House Bill 4443 are hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the following bills that were approved on third reading be transmitted to the Senate for their immediate action. So,
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 6222 as contained in Committee Report 223 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of said measure.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6222.
House Bill 6222, enacting a portion of the second legislative district of the province of Rizal into 3 legislative districts.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we acknowledge the sponsor of the said measure, Congressman Fidel Nograles, for his sponsorship speech.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Honorable Nograles is recognized for his sponsorship speech.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill number 6222 as my sponsorship speech for this legislative measure. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there
So
any
moved.
objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the period of amendments is open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the period of amendments is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6222 as contained in Committee Report 223.
There is a motion to approve on second reading House Bill 6222. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6222 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend.
Session suspended.
Ano? Paano pagkabila?
Session resumes. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 6323 as contained in Committee Report 233 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure. So move.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6323.
House Bill 6323, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 1st Judicial Region to be stationed in the Municipality of La Paz, Province of Abra, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14A of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we recognize the Honorable Fidel Nograles to sponsor said measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6323 as sponsorship speech for this measure. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6323 as contained in Committee Report 233.
There is a motion to approve on second reading House Bill 6323. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6323 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 6324 as contained in Committee Report 234 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6324.
House Bill 6324, an act creating two additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the 5th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipalities of Daet and Labo, Province of Camarines Norte, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14F of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Fidel Nograles for his sponsorship speech.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6324 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion to close the period of amendments is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 6324 as contained in Committee Report 234.
There is a motion to approve on second reading House Bill 6324. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6324 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill 6325, as contained in Committee Report 235. And if we can instruct the Secretary to read the title of the measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6325.
House Bill 6325, an act creating 8 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the National Capital Region to be stationed in the city of Caloocan and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14D of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, can we recognize Congressman Fidel Nograles to sponsor the measure?
The
So
Honorable,
moved, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6325 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
There being no members who wish to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is open.
There
Majority Leader.
being no committee and individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is closed. Majority Leader.
I move that we approve on second reading House Bill 6325 as contained in Committee Report 235.
There is a motion to approve House Bill 6325 on second reading. Those in favor, please say aye. Those
Aye.
opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6325 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill 6326 as contained in Committee Report 236.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of the House Bill 6326.
House Bill 6326, an act creating 1 additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 7th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipality of Molabol, province of Cebu, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14H of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
I move that we recognize Congressman Fidel Nograles to sponsor the said measure.
Any objection? The chair hears none. The Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6326 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So moved, Mr.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no members who wish to interpolate, I move that we terminate the period of, we close the period of sponsorship and
Is there any
debate.
objection? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is open. Majority Leader.
There being no amendments, I move that there being no member who wishes to make individual or committee amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of amendments is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill 6326 as contained in Committee Report 236.
There is a motion to approve on second reading House Bill 6326. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6326 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill 6327 as contained in Committee Report 237.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6327.
House Bill 6327, an act creating 2 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court and 5 additional branches of the Municipal Trial Courts in cities in the 9th Judicial Region to be stationed in the province of Zamboanga del Norte and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14J and 29 of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize to sponsor the said measure Congressman Fidel Nograles.
The Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6327 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wished to interpolate said measure, I move that we close the period of sponsorship.
Any objections? The chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Period of amendments is open.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
there being no committee and individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Any objections? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill 6327 as contained in Committee Report 237.
There is a motion to approve on second reading House Bill 6327. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6327 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill 6328 as contained in Committee Report 238.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of the measure.
House Bill 6328, an act creating one additional branch of the Regional Trial Court in the 6th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of Victorias, province of Negros Occidental, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize Congressman Fidel Nograles to sponsor the said
Is
measure.
there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6328 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Any objections? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
There being no one who wishes to interpolate, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendments is open.
There being no individual and committee amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Any objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendments is closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill 6328 as contained in Committee Report 238.
There is a motion to approve House Bill 6328 on second reading. Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6328 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill 6329 as contained in Committee Report 239 and instruct the Secretary General to read the said measure.
Any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6329.
House Bill 6329, an act creating 4 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the 4th Judicial Region to be stationed in the municipality of Rosario and San Juan, province of Batangas, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14C of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize Congressman Fidel Nograles to sponsor the said measure.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6329 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So move, Mr.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no one who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Any objection? Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Any objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendments is open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no individual and committee amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendments is closed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill 6329 as contained in Committee Report 239.
There is a motion to approve House Bill 6329 on second reading. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6329 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill 6330 as contained in Committee Report 240 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of 6330.
House Bill 6330, an act creating 5 additional branches of the Regional Trial Court in the 6th Judicial Region to be stationed in the city of Cabancalan, Province of Negros Occidental, and appropriating funds therefore, amending for the purpose Section 14G of Batas Pambansa Bilang 129, otherwise known as the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Fidel Nograles for his sponsorship.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The Honorable Nograles is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt the explanatory note of House Bill 6330 as my sponsorship speech for this measure. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of
Is
sponsorship.
there any
and debate.
objection? The Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of
Is
amendment.
there any objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendments is open. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Period of amendments is closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve House Bill 6330 as contained in Committee Report 240.
There is a
On
motion
second
to
reading.
approve on second reading House Bill 6330. Those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6330 is approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the privilege hour.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The privilege hour is open.
Mr. Speaker, next to avail of the privilege hour is the Honorable Bebot Abellanosa. I move that he be recognized. So move.
The Honorable Rodrigo A. Abellanosa of the 2nd District of Cebu is recognized for his privilege speech.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, once again, our dear colleague from the 5th District of the Province of Cebu, Congressman Duke Frasco, in his efforts to save face and defend his action of misrepresenting my position on an issue of national concern, attempted to attack this representation's credibility, along with that of fellow statesman and Cebuano, Congressman Raul Del Mar of the 1st District of Cebu City. By invoking sections 122, 102, and 19 of the Rules of the House of Representatives, yet again, in a very misleading manner. May I categorically state and remind everyone that on the 3rd of March, when this representation registered a statement in agreement with Representative Del Mar's manifestation, there was never a mention of the merits of the pending application for franchise of ABS-CBN. I take great exception at the accusation that we lobbied for the extension of said franchise, as our colleague from the 5th District of Cebu claims. This is a serious and grave accusation, Mr. Speaker. For the sake of clarity, our sentiment was that we, as the House of Representatives, carry out in a timely manner our primary mandate to legislate, regardless of what the subject matter of a House bill is, whether it is of national or local significance. We owe it to our fellow Filipinos to act on pending measures earnestly and in full compliance with our rules and procedures. We only called for immediate action on the 11 bills that have been referred to the Committee on Legislative Franchises, be it approval or rejection, as opposed to the statement made by the 5th District of Cebu's representative claiming that I, along with the rest of all Visayan congressmen, agree that there is no urgency to deliberate the pending proposed measure. a statement that is clearly unfounded, as he never even sought my opinion at all. If this representative's previous manifestation, following our colleague's logic, should be deemed as out of order, then his privileged speech must be declared as such too. For as we stated, our position that the House should act on the matter immediately, his was a statement of his position to ignore the measure for the time being. On the claims of our colleague that he never overstepped his bounds in making presumptive statements on our behalf, may I remind of the news article published by the Manila Bulletin last February 28, where he claimed that all Visayan congressmen agree that there were far more urgent matters that have to be discussed by Congress. Mr. Speaker, each one of us is a representative of our constituents. District congressmen represent at least 250,000 Filipinos each. Our voice is their collective voice. Our colleague from the 5th District does not in any way represent me or my constituents. He may represent the House Committee on Visayas Development as its chairperson, but this is an issue that is not within the jurisdiction of his committee. When anyone chooses to speak on my behalf as legislator without my consent, especially on matters I particularly and obviously disagree from, such person tramples on not just mine, but the right to be heard of more than 500,000 Cebuanos in the 2nd District of Cebu City. I stand before this august chamber to echo the sentiments of my constituents. I will not allow their disenfranchisement in any form. I am hoping that in the future, we all refrain from being presumptuous and learn to respect our individual opinions. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we refer the privileged speech of the Honorable Rodrigo Abellanosa to the Committee on Rules for appropriate action. So move.
Is there any objection? There being none, motion is carried. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to avail of the privilege hour, I move that we terminate privilege hour.
Question of privilege.
What is the pleasure of the gentleman from Cebu?
I will rise on the question of personal and collective privilege, so there is no need for me to interrupt the closing of the period
Privilege hour.
for the privilege hour.
Yeah.
Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to reiterate my motion to terminate the privilege hour.
1 minute suspension. Session resume. Majority Floor Leader, can you repeat your motion?
Mr. Speaker, I reiterate my motion to terminate privilege hour.
Is there any objection? There being none, motion is carried. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Raul Delmar.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Delmar, what is the pleasure of the gentleman from Cebu?
Mr. Speaker, I rise on a matter of personal and collective privilege.
Okay, you may proceed.
My failure to respond to the privileged speech of the gentleman from the 5th District of Cebu last Wednesday, March 4, affects my duties, conduct, rights, privileges, dignity, integrity, or reputation as a member of the House. He alleged that my privileged speech last Tuesday, March 3, was out of order. The gentleman said I acted out of order and my speech violated Section 22, Rule 16. That accusation has cast aspersions on my knowledge of the House rules and my conduct as a legislator for a good number of years now. What did I do, which the gentleman from Cebu, 5th District, said made my conduct out of order? He told the public through the news media that all 48 Visayas legislators supported the stand of the Speaker that the hearings on the bills for the renewal of the franchise of ABS-CBN was not urgent. I responded to the gentleman's claim the following day, March 3, that the Visayan Bloc, 1, was not called to a meeting, 2, the Visayan Bloc did not meet, and 3, the members of the Visayan Bloc were not sounded out in any manner for a consensus on the issue. I needed to refute that published claim of the gentleman from the 5th District of Cebu that the Visayan Bloc was solid behind the position of the Speaker that the hearings of the ABS-CBN's franchise renewal bills was not urgent. Because I am a member in good standing of the Visayas Bloc, because I know for a fact that each member was allowed to express his own stand, because the claim of common and solid stand on the non-urgency of the committee hearings on the ABS-CBN franchise renewal bills was an utter falsehood, because not refuting it would have sullied my honor and reputation. What kind of a legislator would I be if the Visayan Bloc had agreed as a group on one stand and I would publicly contradict that stand without reserving my right to speak against it at the appropriate time? I needed to set the record straight, Mr. Speaker, and to protect my humble reputation as member of this House. There was no stand of the Visayas Bloc, and I did not disrespect the group when I expressed my opinion, which for the record is simply this: give ABS-CBN its day in Congress, as is given its day in court. Then after the hearings, let the House decide. Stripping the issue of its urgency is in fact denying the broadcast network of its basic right. And I strongly and earnestly submit I did not violate any House rule. The subject of my speech was the falsehood that assailed my reputation and that of my fellow members of the Visayan Bloc. My speech did not dwell, not even touch the merits of the major issue, which is granting or denial of the renewal of ABS-CBN's franchise. I did not speak on the merits of the franchise, renewal or non-renewal, which I know I could not do. I spoke to correct a falsehood and protect my honor, which I know I had all the right to do. The gentleman from the 5th District of Cebu must have assumed that the 35-member House Visayas Development Committee chaired by him is the same as the 45-member Visayan Bloc chaired by its lead convener, former Congressman Albi Benitez. He was therefore incorrect. One group is separate and distinct from the other group. Still, even if the gentleman of the 1st District of Cebu had confused one group with the other, the claim of solid stand from the region's legislators on the question of non-urgency of the hearings remains false. There have been no meeting to forge a common stand, either by the House Committee or the Alliance of the Visayan Bloc legislators. As House Committee Chairman, the gentleman from the 5th District, therefore, cannot speak for the committee, especially on a controversial subject if the committee has not voted or even discussed it. For a more cogent reason, he cannot speak for the Visayan Bloc, which has its leader and members who want to be accorded the basic right to be consulted before their group will express a common stand in any urgency. So, Speaker, thank God that for 27 years now that I have served in this House, 6 years of which as Deputy Speaker, I have conducted myself fairly according to the norms laid down by the House. Had I acted out of order last March 3, the Deputy Speaker would have called my attention to it, either by having a brief recess or telling me right then that I misstepped, but he did not. So there was no such violation on my part of any rules of the House, especially the rules suggested. By the way, if the gentleman from the 5th District, which is not around at the moment, but just the same, I repeat, by the way, if the gentleman from the 5th District of Cebu needs a tutorial on any provisions of the House rules, I will be very happy to give it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues.
Thank you, Honorable Delmar. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the question of privilege of Representative Delmar be referred to the Committee on Rules.
Yeah, is there any objection? There being none, motion is carried. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we include additional co-authors to House Bill numbers 59, 5832, 6091, 6134, 6136, 6095, 6137, 6139, 6252, 6194, 6222, 6323, 6324, 6325, 6326, 6327, 6328, 6329, and 6330 as contained in the list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion that a list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules to include that list as additional co-authors to the House Bills number 59, 5832, 6091, 6134, 6136, 6095, 6137, 6139, 6252, 6194, 6222, 6323, 6324, 6325, 6326, 6327, 6328, 6329, and 6330. Do I hear any objection? There being none, the motion is carried. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of Journal number 50, dated March 3, 2020, and for the approval of Journal number 51, dated March 4, 2020. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion. Any objection? There being none, the motion is carried. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adjourn our session for today until tomorrow, March 10, 2020 at 3 p.m. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Any objection? There being none, the session is adjourned.
Ganun, no? Lahat tayo nandito.